Hello and welcome to Software Tips. Today we're looking at another bit of software, and this one's called Start Menu X. Now I've been looking around for a bit of software that would replace the Windows 8 or Windows 10 start menu because I really wasn't a big fan of the tile system. Now I'm aware that you can right click on the tiles and get rid of them that way, but I was looking for something else that would do it as part of a third-party bit of software, and Start Menu X is what I found. So that's what it does. It replaces your start menu for any of the Windows operating systems from XP upwards, and it's quite a small program as well, only about 6 megabytes large. So I'm just going to click here and show you what it looks like. It comes in two varieties, the 32 and 64-bit versions, as well as there being a free version and a pro version as well. Now the first thing that hit me was the GUI itself. The interface looks really nice and definitely on par with what Windows looks like anyway, so it looks really good. The other thing was that it's very quick. There is no lag with regards to scrolling and for your programs to appear on the screen, as you can see here. So what else does this program offer? Well, it has a lot of options, a lot of customization ability that you can actually make it look exactly how you would like it to look. So the first thing that we're going to have a quick look at is under the options section here. If I click on options, you'll notice that you've got a whole array here, list on the left hand side. So I'm just going to start with the top, the system integration section. Now you can have it so that your program, the Start Menu X program, launches with once Windows starts up, and of course you can also here have it open Start Menu X by pressing the Windows key and opening your old Windows start menu by holding Shift and Windows. And I'll just show you what I mean. If I just close that and do Shift to Windows on my screen, you can see you're back to the old Windows 10 start menu with all the tiles. Coming out of it again and going back in, Start Menu X, no tiles whatsoever, which is really the reason why I think this this application is quite nice. So let's go back into options and have another look around. You've got personalization, which is very nice indeed. You've got the window, you have different skins. So you've got 7 skins you can choose from. All of them looking, let's see, that one's quite dark. Windows 10, similar. Classic Sky, more of a blue color. And you can change the font size. You can adjust the columns as well, or you can have them a fixed width. Under start buttons, you can change your start button if you would like. Have an Angry Birds one. Have a quick look and see what that looks like. There you go, the Angry Bird. And this is the blue version of the menu itself. So back to options again. Have another look. Under controls, you can have all of these controls on the menu. And at this point, I have all of them except for timer. And you can remove them, the ones that you don't particularly need, in the same way, or you can just reset it back to the default. Under shortcuts, or shortcut keys I should say, you can have these, or you can actually just make your own. So if I wanted to change that to something else, I can just change it to whatever I choose. Under style, we've got 3 different styles, and Start Menu X is my favorite, but there's also the Classic and the Start Menu 10. The Classic looks a lot like the XP or Windows XP version, so let's have a quick look at that. So let's click on this, and you can see here it looks very much like Windows XP. I think it looks quite good as well. So you can change it to however you would, whatever you would like to have as your default. Going back into options again, there are advanced options, and in this section you can highlight files that are updated in the last however many days. You can automatically select the program main and folder, which I'll talk about in a minute. And there are a few other bits that you can change here as well. Things like automatically check for updates. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the start menu back to how I prefer it, and then just come out that way, and then go back into the menu itself. Now, one other thing that I found really useful with this is something called virtual groups. And the free version allows you to create up to 5 virtual groups, and the paid version, you have unlimited virtual groups. So what that really means is that you can have your applications grouped to however it is you would like to see your programs. And that, at the end of it all, is really what it's down to. You want to be able to access your programs quickly and have them possibly grouped easily for you to see. So you can see up here, I've got a group for games, I've got a group for system, and I've got a group for others, which is basically everything else. So if I were to click on that, you can see there they drop down. But if I wanted to change these groups, for example, I can just come out of that, go back in. Let's go into options and then go to personalization. And then it says here, manage virtual groups. What I'm also going to do quickly is to change the classic style and put it back to classic black. I think that looks better. And then under here, you've got the enable virtual groups. So of course, if you uncheck this, the virtual groups will no longer be there. And under this bit, you've got the manage virtual groups. So you can actually add that in. So now I have 2 virtual groups, as you can see here, and I want to add a third. So if you just click on this, I'm going to call this one utilities. And then you can just select an icon of your choosing. Let's just choose a car, click OK. Now I have a third utility group called utilities, and I'm going to put programs that I would like to appear in here by just checking them off in this section. So you can add the calculator, calendar, say, what else? Weather. And then just come out of it, click X again. And now the next time you go in, you will have a group called utilities with your particular applications in there. So again, easy to find, and you can minimize them as you would like. So the other thing is you can drag and drop things into the groups themselves. So for example, if I wanted to move something into the utilities group, so say for example I wanted to move the mail into my utilities group, I can just drag it, let it go, and now I have mail in my utilities group. In the professional version or the pro version, you've also got things called this tab bit underneath here, where you can add your own tabs by clicking the plus sign, and you can see all these different folders you can add to the menu itself. So if I wanted to say have, I don't know, my favorites accessible, I can have my favorites there. If I wanted to add something else such as links or my games, I can do that. So let's just put in links and games, or maybe printers. So all accessible by the click of a button, just by that. Now the normal Windows Start menu can't do this, so this is where Start Menu X really does shine through. There is also the ability to add your folders up here too, similar to how it was down here. And of course, if to get rid of them, you just right click and you can remove it that way. So if this video helped you out, and if you think you would like to use something like this, I'm going to leave the link in the description below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.